Did Roman women and slaves have legal rights? Imagine living in ancient Rome where your status could determine what you could own, say, or do. Today, we're uncovering what rights women and slaves actually had under Roman law. Roman women were considered citizens, but their political voice was silenced. They could not vote or hold public office, and their legal identity was tied to a male guardian called the pater familias, or their husband. This guardian held patria potestas, which meant they had legal control over the woman's property and actions. Women could own property, inherit wealth, and even enter into contracts. They could bring lawsuits in court, but often needed their guardian's approval. Some women, especially those who were legally independent or had many children, gained more freedom over time. Women with the ius liberarum, or right of children, could sometimes act more freely without guardianship. Marriage laws reflected women's subordinate role. Wives were legally part of their husband's family and under his authority. Still, women could initiate divorce, especially early on. Later, under Christian influence, this right was limited. Laws also protected women from certain crimes like rape, and even slave women had some rights over their bodies, though these were limited. Despite these restrictions, some women wielded influence within their families and society. They could sway political decisions indirectly, especially if they were from powerful families. Still, their legal rights were always limited by male authority. Slaves in Rome had a very different legal standing. They were considered property, not people. They had no citizenship and no independent rights. Their owners could buy, sell, punish, or even kill them without legal consequences. Slaves could not own property or make contracts on their own. Sometimes, slaves could earn or be granted a small amount of property called peculium. This was managed by their owner and was not truly their own. When slaves were freed, they became liberti or freedmen and gained some legal rights. They could own property and enter contracts, but they still faced social discrimination. In Roman law, slaves were seen as objects within the family and property laws. Their legal identity was tied to their owner, and they had no personal rights. Their status was rooted in the hierarchical and patriarchal nature of Roman society. So, in summary, women had limited legal rights as citizens but were under male control, while slaves were considered property with no rights at all. Both groups' legal conditions reflected the Roman society's focus on hierarchy and male authority.